Start. Oh, yes. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome again. We're talking about you're answering questions from the Bible. The question is, should we endure toxic marriage for the sake of the marriage and not divorce because God hates divorce? Okay, thank you for that question. Now understand that marriage has a purpose, and the purpose of marriage is not for you to enjoy only. It carries the purpose of God, which include helping each other to become better. Now, marriage involves two people who are not perfect, and because they are not perfect, they are going to hurt each other, they are going to offend each other at some point. And every functional marriage has squabbles, because, as I've said, it involves two imperfect people. However, marriage worth staying in must also be producing some fruit. Even if your partner has weaknesses, there should be some progress that is taking place. Either you are being able to help him through prayer, he's able to help you as well in other areas, or she. So marriage must be complementary. It should be helping you to grow and to know Jesus in a better way. And marriages can improve. Having said that, there are some levels of toxicity that may not be advisable to stay, because if it endangers your health and mental well-being, mental health and even physical and even your life, then it becomes very dangerous, because we can fight for any marriage. Every marriage is worth fighting for, but no marriage is worth dying for. Remember that the marriage exists as a vehicle to help you fulfill God's destiny. Marriage is not there to kill and destroy you. When it is not fulfilling that purpose, when it has failed completely, then it is time to consider leaving. So it is not the will of God that people divorce, but understand that the divorce is not the problem. The bad marriage is what leads to divorce. Just like in Christianity, sin is what leads to death. So death is not a problem, but a consequence of a problem called sin. And divorce is a consequence of a broken down and dysfunctional marriage. So as a disclaimer, before you call it quits, make sure you are not the one who is toxic. Make sure you are not the toxic person. And some ladies are emotionally abusive, but they do not consider that as abuse. They only consider physical abuse as wrong. But anytime you are emotionally abusive, you are not honoring the husband, you are causing him emotional turmoil, you are refusing to be of help, you are distancing yourself, not supporting emotionally. Emotional trauma is part of a dysfunctional marriage, not just physical abuse. Yeah. So understand that when you talk about abuse, it is in a holistic way. And so even the man may consider leaving if there is no respect, if there's no honor, if there's no support, because he comes to the marriage for you to help also. So sometimes we can be so selfish and so concerned about our needs, we forget that we are also supposed to meet the needs of the other party. So marriage must be serving the purpose of helping each other. And for you to reach there, in conclusion, for you to reach the point of considering leaving, ensure that you involve other parties. If you're a Christian, involve the elders in the church so that they can look at your situation objectively from an impartial perspective, and ensure that you are free from blame And because some people divorce because of self-righteousness, there are many reasons why people divorce which are wrong. Like almost 80% of the divorces are on wrong grounds. Your partner lacking money is not a reason to divorce him or her. Your partner having committed a crime in the past and you refusing to forgive him is not a reason to divorce. So if you are not able to forgive your partner because maybe she or her cheated in the past 3 years ago, then understand the problem is with you, who you have a heart that is hard, unable to forgive, unable to love. If your partner has a weakness, maybe he's drinking, then you don't want to stay with a drunkard. If he is not abusive, if he's not a danger to you, Bible says even if he's an unbeliever and he does not want to live, do not leave the unbelieving partner, because the believing partner sanctifies the unrighteous partner. So sometimes, even though there's toxicity, ensure that you're not part of the toxicity, but you're part of the solution. And two, that if there's toxicity, it is at a very advanced level that you can do nothing about, and therefore the only option is to leave. But before you leave, ensure you have other people that are involved, that are able to see the matter from an objective point of view. And these people should be born again, church people, elders, and when they judge the matter, then you will be free. Don't just make a decision of living without involving spiritual leaders. Thank you so much.